Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Buffy. It's time to wrap up season 2, so let's get cracking. Okay, so we had a total death count of 78 for this season, with vampires accounting for 46% of that figure. But, despite a slow start, humans definitely closed the gap in the tail end of the season. There was a noticeable increase in transformations this time, with almost half of those being fish monsters. And while demons held their own, monsters, mummies, and zombies barely made a dent with just over 1% each. Combining our 2 seasons together so far sees vampires take the lead with 43%, but humans are close behind, being just shy of 40%. Natalie French finally has some company in the monster department in the form of Bazaar, bringing them to 1.7%. And while I know we will revisit zombies in the future, I don't think our Inca mummy girl will move off her mark anytime soon. With all those bodies piling up, let's look at who is responsible. And unsurprisingly, Buffy herself killed 30 people alone in this season, taking the top spot with 38%. Angel killed 10% of them, with the majority being after he lost his soul. Spike had a pretty good go, mostly in his initial appearance, accounting for just over 6% of the deaths. And Drusilla started closing the gap once her strength, but not her sanity, was restored. Giles, Willow, and Cordelia joined the party this season, with Cordelia sharing her kill with Xander. And those fish monsters really went to town in their episode. With the combination of the 2 seasons, I'm going to drop a lot of random one-off characters, otherwise it's going to get out of control. And we can see that Buffy absolutely dominates with 45% of the kills, compared to the next highest of unknown vampires with 13%. Angel, of course, took out quite a few people, followed by Spike, while on the other end of the scale, Cordelia and Willow are tied for last place. This season, Buffy killed 27 vampires, 2 demons, and a single monster, and combining that with season 1 doesn't change the stats all that much. With 2 seasons, we now have more big bads, but I'm only including kills during their time being evil, so Angel racked up 6 kills after he lost his soul, compared to the Master, who was stuck in the cave most of his season. And I'm also including Spike and Drusilla, who were part of the big bad squad. Should I have included Darla? Probably, but I've already made the graphics, so screw it. My favourite death of the season, I'm going to have to say the classroom vampire from Becoming, because fire stunts are awesome, being the most set on fire woman in Hollywood is one hell of a title, and stunt people don't get enough praise. So amazing work, Cindy Focuson. The saddest death would have hands down been Angel if he counted, so instead I guess I should give it to Jenny Calendar. Her death didn't really make me sad, but Giles' reaction to it did, so there you go. My favourite character has to be Oz. I know he doesn't feature a great deal this season, but his dry delivery, maturity, and obvious love for Willow makes him a standout, and I can't wait until he gets more involved in season 3. I'm torn between asshat Angel and dickface Snyder. Angel isn't an asshole until 13 episodes in, but before that he was really boring, whereas Snyder doesn't feature as much, but is an asshole the entire time. Ultimately, I'm going to give it to Angel because he's just so unredeemably an asshat, whereas Snyder does have a little more depth to his character, and he didn't try to end the world. My favourite episode? I don't have one that immediately jumps out at me, but I do like Halloween as it's goofy fun. But to hell with it, I'm going to go with Phases because it had the most Oz and had some really strong character moments. Plus I got to make a whole load of boob jokes. My least favourite episode has plenty of contenders. Some assembly required because of all the plot holes, Ted because it creeps the shit out of me, Bad Eggs because of how damn silly it is, Reptile Boy because dickish behaviour, I Only Have Eyes for You because it's so forgettable, and Surprise because nothing actually happens. But I'm going to give it to Go Fish because the plot is goofy but not in the fun way. The swim team act like assholes, the theme of the episode is a little bit triggering, and they don't bother to try to hunt down the pack of deadly sea monsters that have escaped into the ocean.
It's a big rock. I can't wait to tell my friends. They don't have a rock this big.
So despite the list of episodes I don't like, Season 2 is much better as a whole, has some standout moments, introduces new characters, and feels more well-defined as a season. So there you have it. That was my wrap-up of Season 2. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, or come say hi on social media. Thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you soon, and don't let the vampires bite.